And there we go. Now the stream is nice and toasty, warm, and starting. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another RSG Lunch Stream. I'm Ranger J1999, your host and part of the RSG crew. Glad to have you here for our lunch stream where we hang out with you guys for the next hour. We'll do a roster review. We're going to answer your questions. If you have questions, go ahead and put those in chat. We'll get those scooped up. We'll make sure when you put your question in chat that you put question in front of your statement. That's the only way to get it scooped up because I'm doing it because Finn, being the dirty butthole that he is again busy with work and life. So I will be doing it. So if you want your question answered, then you need to do it that way. Make sure you subscribed. Stop what you're doing. Just hit the subscribe button. It's not that hard. Hit the like button. Follow us on Twitch because right after this stream, I'm going right into Twitch to set defenses. And then the schedule for today is we're going to do the lunch stream. Right after that, we're going to go right into defenses on Twitch. Little break. I'll try to come back and do mini roster reviews for a little bit. Then we got the pre-stream, and then we got the longest running live stream. Get ready for tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you check that out as well. So there's a lot of stuff going on today. So may not get to the mini roster reviews. Probably won't. So I probably will save those for tomorrow. But that being said, thank you guys for being here. Let's shout out everybody that's in here. Then I will shout who we got with us today. We've got my boy, the legendary Rose Taco, Big Country Mags, Moss Mike, Jedi Training Bogus. Yes, indeed. What did you say? Matt Bailey, who question mark, Gav P, Michael Huntington the third is in there screwing around. TLO Man 92, Jason Hommel, Nick Merck, DL Cool J, Tilo Mad, I think we already said. Skywalker Vader, Nick Merck, Dr. Feelgood, Suicide Squad, Gav P, very nice. I think that's how I'm seeing right now. If I see your name, I'll try to shout out as we go through. But let's introduce all the potato heads that are with us today. We've got a few cast of characters here like we always do. We got Grim the Mechanic.
How's it going?
We got the Stoner Jedi Xylo Takedown here.
What's up, everybody?
What happened to Mike? He was on here. Did he go?
He said he had to run to the shop again.
Oh, yeah.
So he will be
That's
joining.
That's code for sweary daughter. Okay, I'm just saying. Yep. We don't want none of that. We should have her on again.
Speaking of Mike.
Huh? What about him?
What did you say?
Oh, there he is.
I did say I'd be back. I said I'll be back.
We didn't know when.
I'll be back.
Or anything. You said that before and just disappeared, Mike. So don't get...
Me? No.
Yeah. So, there you go. So, welcome everybody. So, that's our schedule for today. That's what we're going to do. So, get your questions in. I will be scooping them up, and then we'll take it from there. Gonna have fun with GA this Grand Arena. Two of my guildmates in my actual guild MC are in my Grand Arena. So, we're just going to have some fun with it.
No way. So is mine. Two of them.
I know.
That's so funny.
They were looking at like, wait a minute, Ryder, are you in this one? Oh my god! I don't want to face you.
Oh man, you know how many tags I got on the MC Discord
I did
today?
too. Yeah, I woke up to that. I was like, hey, Makwa and Revenator. So it'll be fun. I think this one will just be fun. I mean, the first round opponent I have should beat me. It's going to be hard for them too, looking at their roster. But that'll get to the fun part. Hopefully they win their first rounds, and then I can face them, either in the semis or the finals. So that'll be fun, just to face them. Which means that I am going to change up my defense a little bit so they can't watch the stream and be like, I wonder what Rangers use. So I'm going to bring my A game to them both. So it should be a lot of fun. So let's get into our roster review. I'm going to get right into it. We'll do the rolling of mods. I know everyone's favorite game is Ranger Rolls for mods, but I'm missing 4 energy. We want to make sure we get, the perfect amount of crap mods that we can. And when I say crap mods, I mean crap mods. I mean, it's pretty bad. So we'll do that here after the roster review. And so stay tuned for that. All right, let's get into our roster review. I'm pulling it up now. Give me a second. All right, got it. And let's switch over. There we go. Today we're doing OBO2's profile, and they are in the triumphant order. And let's see what Obo wants us to look at today. Let me go there. I'm just glad I didn't have any Young Pickles or
Yeah.
giant
He says
velociraptors or, I'm glad I didn't have any of that.
he or she says, just kind of roast spending a year on this game. Give me some stuff to focus on beyond Malik. Thanks.
Okay, well, we can do that. So, 2.3 million GP. They do have the Jedi Knight Revan team. Gotten as high as 1. And you can see they must have had some real life stuff going on because they dropped a little bit. But typically, they've been in the top 10. And they're doing just fine. They're doing great in fleets. And they're doing great in arena. So, if we're just going to look at what you want to focus on, there we go. Let's just go to characters. See how you are doing for Darth Revan. And then we'll look at what you can focus on besides that. We want to look at your Old Republic first. This is how your farm's going.
Oh, real quick, 7-star HK and a 6-star Fallen Bastila.
Real quick. That was your real quick? I thought it was something else non-related to this.
Because you said where is he for his Darth Revan? So.
Why you gotta say it like that, Grim? That gets my mindset into a whole different subject, you numbnuts. I'm sitting there going, oh, something real quick. Did I miss something? What happened? And all of a sudden you're like, he has an HK. And I was like, really? That's where you went?
Well, you were going to Old Republic, so I figured I'd go to Sith Empire.
Well, thank you, Grim. Use your big words, clone. So yeah, you're already farming those characters. So that's the next pillar system or pillar that we're going for, which is fine. Don't even bother with T3. Just don't touch him. Don't do it. So we're good there. Let's go just overall roster. Let's see how you did for Padme. I doubt your separatists were ready at 2.3, but I've been surprised before. Yeah. If you're looking to get Padme, now we just had the announcement of the new reworks possibility, so you can be ready for it when it comes back around. As part of your pillar system, we could work on separatists, and by separatists I mean specific ones: Grievous, Droideka, Dooku, Newt, B1, Asajj. Those are some of the ones you really want to work on. With the new rework to Newt and Count Dooku, add in like a Grievous, a Droideka, a B1, or a Asajj, and any combination is really good. So in fact, you can throw that in there as your tank. That team, will help you get your Padme. That's something you want to do. Padme is really good. She's not meta changing, but she's up there, and so that may be something you may want to consider working on. But if we go through the rest of your roster, let's just see how we're doing on everything else, because I may change that. By now, those look fine. Gear 11, at least. One's Gear 9. But your boss is Gear 12 with the Zetas. That's a really good start and a great team for you at 2.3. Ewoks, because I know you probably need 3PO. Ewoks are fine. You probably have a 3PO unlocked, so that's really good. We'll look at that when we get to Rebels. First Order, how's your First Order looking? I expected this. This is something you can work on in the future. I'm not too worried about it right now. Eventually, it's a team you may want to work on, but it's not something that's priority. I know you're farming the Old Republic and stuff for your Darth Revan and Malik, but execution is something you may want to consider working on, and First Order Stormtrooper for that team. But
6
that's something down the line.
9 C3PO.
Okay. So
Nice.
But we can work on the Ewoks gear when the event comes around again, or it gets closer to it, so you don't have to worry about that right now. Let's keep focusing on what you're focusing on. Let's look at your troopers. Again, another team. Keep farming your Star, keep farming your Veers. The trooper, you can go back once you finish Canderous. I think Canderous was done, but if not, get your Canderous done, then you can go back and do Death Trooper. He's really a solid piece you want in there, so you're working on Magma good. So again, team we can work on later on. Night Sisters. Yeah, keep focusing. Zombie, Talzin, get your zombie to 10. But again, a team we can work on later. I see you got your Spirit 6. So you're doing the right farms. You've really done a good job of working on the right kind of characters. Let's look at your Rebels. Where are we with your rebels? Okay, good. Gear 12, Zeta Chewie. You do have a 6-star Gear 9 3PO. You could probably take him to Gear 11. He's going to be worth it for you. In raids and GA and territory, that's one you may want to consider. Let's look here at your resistance. Good. You see, you have JTR, you have BB-8, R2. Now, these are characters you may want to gear, but I know that you want to gear eventually. This is great for Heroic Sith Raid when you eventually get to it. For Phase 1, you should be doing Heroic Sith Raid. This is your Phase 1 team. They're really good on offense and TWGA. Again, maybe a team you consider. Once you get past, get all your stuff ready for Darth Revan and Malak, then you can pick which way you want to go. You could probably want to go Resistance first, and then move your way down to the other teams. Night Sisters, First Order. It doesn't really matter. I wouldn't worry about Galactic Republic until you get Padme. So you could probably work on the gear on the Resistance first, and go move to your Separatists so you can get ready for Padme when she comes back around, and then you can go down the line and start working on those other teams. Night Sisters, I would say Night Sisters would be next, then First Order, Imperial Troopers. Those would be the order I would do based off what I'm seeing right now. I didn't mean to do that. All right, let's filter. Let's see, Scoundrels. Keep farming your Emphas. That's going to be a character you're really going to want later down the line. I like that you got Jango Fett 7-star. That's really good. But yeah, definitely Emphasis one you want to keep focusing on. And then let's look at your Sith. Sith look good. You farm your Basila. Treya's 5-star. You want to get her geared immediately. And work on her Zeta. She's still really good. I mean, she's one of the top teams, top characters, and the Triumph is one of the top teams. You've already got your Nihilus and your Sign Gear 11, so finishing up Treya to get you to the Triumphant, so good. I mean, hell, you can use your Fallen Basila with that team. She's Gear 11 already, so if you get Zeta on Fallen Basila, you can use that on your Sith Triumphant, or you can use it with an Emperor Palpatine lead. That'll help you tremendously in TW and GA as well. I mean, Fallen Basila is such a good character that you can use her outside of Darth Revan on the Sith, and she's absolutely nasty.
Yeah, she's awesome.
So I think just in characters, you're farming the right characters. I think you're on the right path for Darth Revan and Malak. I would go ahead and work on after you get them starred, because you still got some starring and stuff to do there. After that, then you could go Separatists on the farm and Resistance on the gear, because you want BB-8, R2, and Rey to get better scores in Phase 1, and they're a great attacking team in GA and TW. And someone's eating chips or opening a bag of some sort. Who is that?
I don't know.
Michael, I swear to God.
It's always the person
I know
like,
not
I don't
what you
know.
think of.
It's always the damn Brit.
I'm back, by the way. If you may have.
I mean, do you need a moment to open your coffee?
Oh, thank you. Yep, that's open now.
I apologize.
Continue.
Obo.
I'm sorry, that's good.
Let's look at the chat real quick. Okay. Oh my god. There you go. So yeah, work on your Treya if you want. I mean, I'm just giving you suggestions on where you want to take it. You want to stay focused on pillars with your roster, right? You've got all the other pillars pretty much knocked out. We still need to finish higher for 3PO. You want 7 stars, right? So, you can always go back and work on Ewok's gear when the event's there, right? The big one is Darth Revan and Malak. You're already doing a good job of getting them squared away. So keep focusing on them. Gear up your Resistance. Then go work on your Separatists, because you're going to need Padme. That's one of the pieces you're missing. If you can get Darth Revan and Malak, which is going to get your car team squared away, and then get your Resistance geared up, and then go work on Separatist. At 2.3 million, having all the pillars done because you've already got Falcon on your fleet, you're going to be in sick ass position to have those characters done at your GP level. So I think you need to keep just rocking and rolling with that. Now, one thing I want to do look at is your mods. We're going to filter by speed secondaries first. Okay.
Wow.
Not
Look
too
at
shabby.
that circle on GK.
Not too shabby, but why is it on GK? Why is this not on your Jedi Knight Revan? 26 speed should be on your Jedi Knight Revan.
He's using a speed set on Jedi Knight Revan, and the circle is speed set, but it's only an 18.
Then change your mods. 26 speed.
Yeah.
Come on, we gotta do it. You can change your mods around. I mean, that circle, that speed. I mean, you are getting one in arena, so maybe you don't need to change it up. But I mean, eventually you will. Let's filter by.
He's got a health set on his Revan anyway, because the next one is a 22 cross, which is health, so he can have the bottom
Yeah,
two.
he's already got. Yeah, I mean, you can.
And that's 48
Yeah,
just on those two.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I can remod your account. I may nick a few mods.
Yeah. And if we
They
just go
will be
purely
mixed.
by speed sets, yeah, you could definitely change up your speed sets a little bit. You definitely need to farm speed sets, and you definitely need to. I wouldn't slice these though. 10 to. Yeah, keep working on slicing. Don't worry so much about 6Es right now. Worry about 5As, getting your mods to 5A. Anything that goes over 20, you can automatically take to 6E and use on your arena team. But let's keep working on your slicing of your mods. There's a lot of mods that have some potential here. 10, 2, 3, 4, maybe. But you got to keep farming your mods, and you got to keep slicing. Nothing stands out that needs to be sliced immediately. I mean, they're blues, and one's double digit. The rest are 9 speed, so not the greatest, but they have potential to maybe get into the high teens. So you may want to slice those. Those can help you out immediately, but we got to keep farming speed, and we got to keep slicing. So you're going to be in the position that I am. Farm mods, keep the 5 dots, roll them, see if they hit 5 on the gray or the green or whatever you get, and then slice them up with your other round of energy. But overall, I mean, this is a really good roster, Obo. I don't really have. You're on the right path. I don't have.
Yeah, I mean, like for a 2.3 million roster, this is really good.
Yeah, it's very focused, very specific on where you want to go with it. But yeah, Nick Merck, is this yours? I have no idea. It didn't say if this was yours.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Well,
Okay.
He said it's his mod review, his roster review today. So
I didn't see that.
It
Okay.
is.
There you go.
I blame Finn because he didn't put that down in the roster review schedule. Damn it,
Stupid
Finn.
ass Finn. I'm sorry, Nick. Finn has failed you and us for the last time. Simple little thing he could have put in there. But yeah, you need to remod your Revan. You just go your. You've seen how I've done it. I've shown you how to do that. Put your 6 best speeds mods, and then put. I mean, if you can get those other two mods in there, yeah, and that's okay. You're getting one. I'm just thinking, just long term. But you definitely need some more.
Him.
No, screw Finn. He's a hippie.
You need to go home and rethink your mods.
Yeah, no, that's not how we operate.
No, but really, yeah, that circle on GK, you need to figure out something to put that on Revan.
Yeah, but yeah, you definitely need some more speed mods, and definitely need to keep slicing. So those are the two things. But I think your roster looks great. You've got the characters that you're working on. You're working toward Darth Revan and Malik. It's really good. You can go round up gear wise, just your resistance, and then go into hard on Separatists and get them squared away. And then I think you're going to be in a great spot. I mean, once you get 7-star 3PO and Padme, and hopefully you can get your Separatists ready in the next 2-3 months. And you're going to need them anyway, I think, for this Geonosis territory battle. So working on gear and resistance and getting your Separatists ready, I think is going to be good. We've got the new reworks coming in, so that's going to be a benefit to you. I think you're going to be in a great spot. So just keep doing what you're doing. Don't try to say no, Nick. Don't worry. You don't have to explain yourself. We know Finn's a butt plug, and he does these things.
Yeah, he was playing Super Mario this morning.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Or Anthem, whatever the hell he's playing. But yes. Hey, Kazakaka Too Easy. Hey, Darsign 1972. Some more people. What else? Any threes in here? Proper Catch. Sort of the Jedi. Oh, it's Waddle. Hey, Joe Waddle. Jason Hommel. Dr. Gonzo. Chicken popped in. There we go. Outstanding. All right. But yeah, I think you're in a great spot. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. Good job on your roster. Just take those things and work on those, and I think you'll be fine. All right. All right. Now, if you guys would like a roster review, like our good friend here, Nick Merck, then all you need to do is send your GG page, Star Wars Galaxy Heroes.gg page, to Finity, Finity, and make sure you put a little bit of what you want us to look at. Give him 24 hours to respond. If he doesn't respond, send him another message. He'll respond. He'll let you know that you're in the queue. It's about 5 weeks in the queue right now before your roster pops up. And we will let you know ahead of time. And we'll ask you if there's anything you want to change. And that's kind of how it works. So, Nick, if you have any more questions moving forward, that we've done your roster review, you already know this. You're in our Discord. You can message us personally anytime. Or ask in Discord or however you want to do it, but you can reach out to us anytime and we'll be more glad to help you out, man. But good job on very lean, very clean roster. I like this a lot. All right, I think I have the energy now. Let me go check to play America's favorite game. We still have 1 minute and 36 seconds. So while we're waiting, Michael W. Huntington, Xylo, what did you guys think of the new reworks?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think it's different. I mean, I like the new mechanics and boss and deboss. And I like the idea of maybe even a second separatist team outside of the droids. I mean, the faction's definitely lacking depth for sure, but I think we'll see some change in that with the new TB, of course. And yeah, I mean, I think Newt's definitely interesting, and Dooku, I mean, I still like him better with the Sith team, to be honest. But again, that's kind of leaning towards the Geos, maybe even getting a rework, and hopefully again stretching out that Separatist faction a little bit more here in the next couple months.
All right. I'm just getting everything set up for questions.
Ooh, if Geos get reworks, that's gonna bring their ship meta back, I reckon.
Yeah, and I imagine, like there's already 4, and they've mentioned something about a full Geo team in the past, right? So, it's not absurd that a 5th Geo isn't possible to come to the game in the next couple months, especially since the map is based in Geonosis, right? So.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I suppose it makes sense to have a healer then, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you get a healer.
I mean, that's
squeeze
healer
a daze
okay.
mechanic in there at the same time with the healer. It's a 2-in-1.
Nah,
That's all the team really needs.
Sunfac will get days, I reckon, on his basic, and that way
He's already or maybe when he taunts instead of like the offense down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to play Maker's favorite pastime. Ranger gets crap in the mod challenge. So we're going to roll and see what Ranger gets. Oh, I'm so excited. No whammies. Come on. I've had so many bad days of bad rolls. Let's get some good rolls here. Let's do this.
Let's get us a 20 today.
Come on, let's see what's going on. Let's see. Okay. We had some golds. Let's see what they popped. Oh, no. All right, one has 4 speed, maybe. Green. Another green with speed.
You got 2 golds.
Yeah, so we'll see. That one's defense and
they're all 5-dot.
yeah. So not too shabby. Let's go look and see what we get with the roll. So we're gonna go into here and we're going to hit manage, and of course we want to filter again by speed set.
So do you have a favorite tune that you roll on?
I just go with HK's the one that's I'm working on right now. I don't believe in any of that crap. Down here, Michael. All right, so we want
For
to
me,
sort by
it's Padme
speed.
at the moment.
Okay,
I don't
nobody
know why.
asked. Yeah, nobody asked. Yeah, nobody asked. All right, so we're gonna do this first one, this 3 speed. We're gonna roll it to 9. Well, we're gonna roll it all the way. You normally would roll this to 9. We'll do that just because it's the way we do it. It didn't hit. That's just awful. That's awful. I didn't hit. I'm not even gonna keep that one. I'm gonna sell that because that pisses me off. All right, next one. Let's do the next
You
one.
could save the 5As, or I'm sorry, the
I have
golds
more.
and the purples for your ships.
I mean,
Gives them that extra boost for your ships.
that's an awful mod. God,
Well,
dang it!
If it's
man.
awful, if it's yeah.
Why did I keep this one? Oh yeah, it's got offense. Yeah, I just looked at this. Off. Yeah, unlock it. I don't want to keep that. I just realized I have a whole bunch of those. All right, let's try this next green one. 3 speed. Really?
Boo.
Not even. I got all these up here are all 4, 5. I need 5. Damn it! Oh Christ! All right, let's upgrade the next one. It's not going well, guys.
So did you take the grey straight to 12?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I've been doing, I've got to be honest, on all of these.
That's a
Yeah, I've been rolling everything I get. Everything.
12, 9, or 6.
I need
Occasionally
I go
5
12.
speed.
I
That's
go all
crap.
12.
Anything else I'm just selling because I've got too many 4s and it's not even worth it. That's really awful. Oh boy, it's not going well, guys. Next one. I don't even know why I bother.
Gotta
Oh,
keep
mate.
doing it. Keep on rolling.
Yeah, let's just
So
sell all this garbage.
I spent 4 million yesterday on a fence
Oh, I have
triangle
I have a
with
diamond I
5
missed.
speed.
It's got 4 speed. We'll roll that one next.
And it had many stats, one of which was tenacity. And
All right,
tenacity
we're going for the big
rolled
one
4
here.
times.
Going all in.
4 times? Wow.
4 times. It's
I
a
mean,
crit
it hit
damage
10
mod with 5
speed.
speed
Okay.
and 5.71 tenacity.
I'll
It's
keep
what
that
the
one.
hell? Why would you do
I'm
that?
gonna deal something with that. So the last
Ooh,
one got
10.
yeah, but it's a gold, and I can't take it up to maybe 11 speed. So it's like.
Yeah, I'd saying I really struggle for speed diamonds.
All right.
Buy
Well,
some more. Buy a pack.
what?
I said buy some more.
Really?
No, don't. I was just reminiscing, you know. I mean, for a few months, I thought your name actually was Ranger J 1999. Buy a pack.
So, good question from Can't Touch. This is question, Ranger. Why do you waste credits on a speed set mod that has no speed roll? Because I want to see if it hits 4 in any of the stats, which it didn't. So then it's garbage, and I've got the credits to burn anyway. If it say like it hits 4, like on one of the stats, those are pretty decent, but it didn't, and that's what I was looking for. And it's like, well, that's a waste of my life. So, but I still want to see what it hits. You never know. So, all right. Let's get to questions as I set up and start doing GW. Go in there, Padme team, and kick ass. All right. Let me see here. Sith Lord question. I'm working on my separatists for the upcoming TB. Based on the new kit rework, should I gear Newt or Dooku? Newt's kit looks better, but I appreciate your opinion. Thank you. What do you guys think?
Newt. His kit out of all of them looks to be the better of the two, to be honest.
Yeah, I like me some.
And you can't have enough orange in your inventory, can you?
Yeah, me personally, I'm gonna try to gear up both of them.
Plus, also his animation looks pretty damn cool, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We should get a patch today and should be able to mess around and play with them. So
There's still one problem though with Dooku. He's still on roller skates.
oh my God, there's only one person in this world that cares about that, and I'm not going to mention names, but it starts with an O, ends in an E in the middle.
Well,
It's G.
Thrawn
me.
has a roller skates too. I mean, breakdance and Thrawn.
You know,
For me, Dooku will always be Dracula.
he He was Dracula.
I forgot my role.
Christopher Lee.
Right
was
there.
That's
the
right, he
Dracula
did
from
play-
all the Hammer
yes,
House movies, the old
yes.
crappy B horrors
yeah.
from the
The Count
early
himself.
70s. Yeah.
Hey, he was in a lot of
Oh my
very,
God, he was
very awesome old school cult horror flicks.
Yes, he was. Great Christopher Lee. All right. Next question, TLOMed92 question. I know there's most likely more separatists come, but do you think there's a good hybrid with Dooku and Newt with GG and some of his droids, or are they better separate for GA and TW?
Well, if you were gonna do like a Newt team, it would still be kind of like a hybrid of like what the Asajj team looked like for the event, right? Like, you need, if you're gonna run Grievous, you need 2 droids minimum. So those 2 droids are B2 and IG-100 because they're free to play. And then, you're looking at like a Newt lead with Dooku and those 3. I would see the team as kind of like a hybrid team until you can get all the droids together and then again stretch that faction out. Like when you work on the ships and the TB battles and etc., you'll have kind of 2 makeshift separatist teams at that point, like we were kind of talking about earlier, actually.
There you go. Next question, Waddle. Question, how high do I have to gear Juhani to get Darth Revan? Gear 11.
Well, Gear 12 with 1 piece
Gear
got
Johnson.
over the
You got
75.
Well, let's see. So,
Like I barely got her over. I gave her that 1 Gear 12 piece with like the golden glasses. Or whatever.
I didn't go in there with her gear because you got to think Malik afterwards. So,
Yeah.
the characters you want, of course, will be Canderous, Fallen Bastion, and HK for the dark side. Darth Revan for the Malik fight. That's not a big problem. The light side, you already get Jolie and Bastila, so you want to add Mission and Zalbar to that, right? So Juhani's just on the outside, but for the Darth Revan event itself, she's geared 9. You'll get it because really it's about Karth and getting health and protection back. So that's as high. Now moving forward past that, if you want to run the Karth team, you're gonna have to get her to gear 11, but you don't need her for this event to get Malik or Darth Revan. But if you think long term, like I'm going to need her, you gear the other guys first, make sure they're 17.5, and then forget about T3, and you can work on Juhani as the 5th for your Karth, Canderous, Mission Zalbar, Juhani team. That team is really good on defense. They crit like crazy. They get their health and protection back. They are a freaking nightmare to deal with. They really are. So. So if you want to do it in that order, that's how I would do it. Darsign 1972 question: how difficult do you think CG will make the new territory battle given the recent increased difficulty in events? It's gonna be hard.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, remember when the first TV came out? Like nobody beat it the first or second go around. I mean, it's gonna be hard, and I think they're gonna intend it to be, at least give it a few months to be able to full clear it. Like probably like 2 or 3 attempts, even for the top tier guilds. I mean, because there's going to be some strategy to the bosses.
That's what I was going to say.
We've never seen a raid boss mechanic in a PvE faction outside of raids. So it's going to be interesting to see how that works, and like how it's tiered, or like say it's like 8 battles. You know what I mean? And then it leading up to the raid bosses or the event bosses or anything like that, or if there's an event boss in every day, you know what I mean? Like that could be even crazier. I mean, we just still have to wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I was thinking it's probably going to be on par with the territory battles that we have. It's just those little added mini raid bosses that are going to be the big challenge of this TV. Trying, getting those to where you're able to take them down in the time allotted for that phase,
So,
yeah.
So what about
new characters? Yeah.
The other thing, the thing that's concerning me is that to hit 48 stars in the dark side territory battle, you need to be pushing. Well, I think you need to be just over 220 million for the entire guild.
Yeah.
So does that mean that this one's going to be too? Well, there are guilds over 250 or over 250 already. So does that mean that we're looking at 300 million?
I don't think they'll push the
for the max star.
I don't know, but even if they do, I mean, it's just something to work on. So it's going to be one of those things where you just have to slowly progress towards it. Just like from light side to dark side. I think they'll go like 51 stars or something like that, or a little bit more. But they are going to be changing this up, so I don't even know how they're going to be progressing this territory battle. They want to do some different stuff with like raid bosses and things of that nature. So it's going to be a different TB. So I'm open to see what they do with it. Maybe it's not about stars. Maybe they do a whole different thing with it. We got to see what they do with it first. So, I mean, they're going to be throwing some...
and who's the reward? Not what.
Know. Who? Or, like,
who
say, like, what the stars... Like, say, like, they have, like... All right, so you have three different tiers of missions. Like, one ships, one battles, like, for regular combat missions. And then the bottoms are all, like, raid bosses each day, right? Like... So all 50 members have to clear that raid boss, you know what I mean? Like, and it's going to be a pain. And then that's where it's going to start dividing guilds to who can beat that special mission each day and who can't, and then how far they can push it.
So when Revan, Jedi Knight Revan, was announced and soon to be released, wasn't there a big... I want to call it a tarantula, but obviously that's wrong. But what was that like beastie thing?
The Tarantitech.
No, that's nowhere near Geonosis, is it? So I'm just wondering where, because
that was on
the one that Kenobi killed.
That's on Warband.
Oh, right. Okay. See, that's why I ask you about these questions.
Yeah. All right. Next question. Proper
Space
catch.
Is really big.
Question: finishing up the stars on Karth, where should I go with fleet energy? Nest, double down on Scion, or B1?
Ooh,
not B1.
I mean, it depends on where he's at with the Triumvirate and Treya, right?
Yeah.
And then Nest is just like, if you can get at least 4 or 5 stars with the Zeta, and have her at least tanky enough to where she's not going to get one shot after she takes a turn. She's a great GA territory war piece. So.
Yeah, like if you have Jedi Knight Revan and you're kicking ass in Arena, I would say ignore Scion, finish up Nest. Nest is, I mean, one of 2 characters that can solo entire teams in TW and Grand Arena.
So, and like if he is working on the Triumvirate, right? At least like round up the stars, because you can double down on Scion, right? So like get her up to 4 or 5 stars till it's like going to be a grind on her node, right? And then get the stars for Scion, like 7-star Scion, because you're going to need the 7-star Triumvirate all together, right? And Scion's going to take a lot of damage on that team.
Okay, all right. So just round the houses here, who uses what to kill Nest?
Kill Nest?
Yeah, if you're facing him, if you're right, you're going to run Triumvirate 9 times out of 10 because Nest is a pain in the ass. So although we're saying gear her and use her, you want something that's going to counter it because you're going to be facing lots of her. So
again, depending on where he's at with Treya.
Yeah, I mean, it's all. That question is Triumvirate based. If you've got a decent Triumvirate, then finish off Scion, because Scion's no. I mean, Scion is a great toon. He hits like a truck. He's really difficult to put down.
Arguably one of the best tanks in the game.
Yeah.
Well, isn't he also on a hard node though?
Well, he's got a hard node and a fleet node, so that's he can say like.
So
right,
I mean, honestly,
I mean, Nest is only on a fleet node.
So yeah.
So
do hard node. Yeah, do both. Don't even. But B1's is out of the picture based off this question. B1 you can work on after.
Yeah, B1's definitely the last one, and that's after you 7-star Nest, because 7-star Nest is just amazing. At gear 12, she's amazing.
Yeah, you put the bayonet on her.
Yeah.
She just, oh my god.
Didn't she get 2 bayonets? She's a beast.
See, I'm gel now of all the players that next time round are not going to have to worry at all about dishing out a load of gear onto their droids. They're just going to run in with a Newt bug squad that they've already got semi-developed from from ships and whatnot. And Newt's free to play, isn't he? I mean, isn't he in one of the stores?
Yeah.
He's in.
He's in the arena
yeah.
store. Yeah.
I was gonna say he must be because Mikey's got him. Sorry, not Mikey. Yorkie's got his 7 stars. He hasn't done anything with him yet, but yeah,
he's there. He's ready to go, and he's
there. He's ready to go. Yeah, same as Grievous.
Gear 9 pretty quick.
Yeah. But yeah, like Nest, you can give her 2 bayonets and the Gear 12 plus stun gun.
Yeah, that stun gun gives her so much. What is it? Defensive penetration, right?
Yeah. Combined with the 2 bayonets, she hits so hard.
Yep. All right, we got a lot of questions, so let's start getting through these.
Speed roll.
Darth Sign 1972 question. Thank you, RSG, for the last night Wednesday night stream. Glad CG listened and canceled the 3v3 and bonuses in TW. Yes, I was so happy talking about that yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Ding dong, the witch is dead, and CG is listening to the community, and that really makes me very happy that they are. You know, that they not only did they know that they had to do something for the what happened with TW, and then they 250 crystals is nothing to sneeze at, and that they're listening to the community and like, yeah, they don't want it, let's not do it, and it's been really buggy, let's just take it all out, leave it like the way it was.
Yeah.
And I think that's really brilliant on CG. Good job, CG. You know, so,
yeah, they finally listened to the whole "if it ain't broke, don't f it up anymore."
Right, you know. Not how I would put it, but
they banned the use of crystal meth 2 days before any major meetings where decisions
all right,
were made from
Michael. Okay, that's enough out of you.
I don't know.
This
that
month we'll
Aaron's
force
something
3v3
far
down their
worse than
throat.
Some of that.
That's not right. All right. What else? 93 question. Do you think they'll rework every prequel CW character, or will they ignore some? I think they're going to rework a lot of them, man. I really think there's more reworks.
Majority, yeah, especially if they're doing what they're doing with Newt and Dooku right now. Like I said, the first half this year is all reworks, so there's a lot of reworks between those 2 factions.
I just want the Mace Mother effing Windu that we got in that battle against Padme. That's all I cared about. Mm-hmm. Which one's your lightsaber? Yeah. The one that says "Bad Mother Effer" on it. Tila 92 question. Keep going back and forth on what to do. Should I go for Separatists and Galactic Republic or JTR? Both are not farmed around the same level. Should I go for Separatists and Galactic Republic or JTR? Both are not farmed and around the same level.
I'm doing Tila's roster review tomorrow on my channel.
Well, I mean, that's great, Xylo, but answer the damn question.
I like JTR.
Yeah. Though I'm one to talk, I still don't have her. I'm trying, though. I'll get back to her as soon as
Let's not open that can of worms right now, all right? We're trying to keep this civil. You're gonna make
Hey, not my fault that they made me farm.
It's exactly your fault, you bastard. You're in this position because... All right. Yeah, I think I'd have to look at your roster in more in depth, though.
Well,
it's hard to say, without looking where you're at.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, she's not only you have her. I mean, and like we just said about the Separatists, like there's going to be more depth to the Separatists by the next time Padme comes back around, so you can kind of revise that when the time comes.
You shouldn't work on Galactic Republic. It's either, you know what, I would do that. Go ahead and work on JTR. Then you go back and work on your Separatists. And then once you get Padme, work on your Galactic Republic.
Well, and chances are they're going to add the Separatists to the Guild event store, so you can get an alternate way of getting...
How do you know that, Group? Don't say that. How do you know that?
When you think about it,
well,
a lot of the characters that were used in territory battles showed up in the Guild event store and the Guild store.
No.
Stark... Your troopers,
well, yeah, I see that. The Rogue One characters, too. Yeah, Krennic's in there, Baze and Chirrut.
All I care about is if we get Voltron.
Yeah. Well, and then go back to his question, too. The only reason why I say JTR first is because JTR is not only one of the hero's journey characters, but she's the only, lock health down debuff in the game, right? So utilize that one mechanic to your fullest extent, right? And then you got the Sith team with Phase 1 Heroic Sith Raid, for the C-3PO and Finn. You want that team obviously ready to go. And again, she's a great hard counter for GA and TW.
Yeah.
I like it. The Sith phase I want to have a crack at is the the Mother Towers in Phase 3.
Mother.
Yeah, I just gotta do the DACA Zeta, and I'm thinking that's my next Zeta because I just did B1 like a couple days ago, and I already have GG lead and
Yeah, the
unique,
more
so
I
I
look
think
at
that
that,
team's good for now.
the more I look at that Daka Zeta, the more I like it.
All
Yeah,
right.
and it's great. You know what I mean? The stacking health, that's great. And I mean,
Yeah.
it's gonna be fun.
All right, next question. Nick Merck says, question. Thanks, guys. Ship entry is going to Karth and Ness. What separatists besides B1? Saj, Dooku, Jordica, Grievous, and Sunfac? Or no, Newt. Don't forget about Newt.
Yeah, I think.
I
Man,
say go with what works now, right? Like go with the Saj and B2 for now, and then let's wait and see more of these reworks and what more characters get introduced, and then you can kind of chip away at what other characters come around that, right?
well, B2 shows up in the
Sunfac.
guild store.
Sunfac's pretty accessible because Sunfac's in the guild store, the Get store, and Fleet store. And then Sunfac alone, like regardless whether you work on all three of the geos with the ships, Sunfac on his own is a great character and ship. I mean, so I wouldn't say Sunfac's not a bad idea.
Get Store's not really a good place to highlight anything that's in there because really, and you know, if you push into mid to end, you want to be starting to really hoard those Get tokens
for Malik, and then what's to come too. Like I'm still finishing Malik myself, and I mean like that's because I used that store a lot for the Padme event. Unfortunately, I had to.
All right, moving on. Got more questions here. Already answered that. Matt Bailey question, Ranger, why do you take questionable mods to 15 instead of 12 first? Oh, I thought I did take them to 12 first, then rolled them to 15. I always do that. If I did, I did a boo-boo.
Sometimes when I push the plus, it goes all the way up. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like it goes all the way to 15.
Yeah, I did a boo-boo. You know, but typically I'll roll them to 9 and see what happens. If it's I'll roll it all the way up. It's not like I'm hurting for credits. I just want to see what the stats are. You never know what it'll hit, so I'm going to take them to 15.
Nick Merck says he has all the geos at 7-star.
Nice.
Yeah, so some gear on Sunfac. Gear Sunfac.
All right, next question. ND Fox question for Mike. I tried to do a JTR run in Phase 3 Heroic Sith Raid, but I couldn't get a suicide team that could take out 2 sabers and die in time to have Trey's cooldown on Isolated 3. Any suggested teams?
Ooh, so coming back to my Get reference, I'm starting to actually compete and try and do some of the Heroic Sith. Team I'm running might not be, is the Aura lead. I run Aura lead with Boba, Greedo, what's his name? Hat wearing guy, Embo.
Hat wearing guy, that's fantastic.
And having
the guy that wears the hat.
That's it, and throws it at people. Odd job. That's who he is. Odd job. But that's a fun squad to run because if you got the lead Zeta on Aura, all attacking bounty hunters start the match stealthed, which means that the only tune they can target is Nest, and Nest can really take a beating. So you just leave Nest to just take a hammering, and once they get their contracts up, they're putting those sabers down really quick, and Aura can score some real high damage. So that's a fun squad. If you want to post a lot of damage in Phase 3, I'm going to refer back to the Mother Towsing one. Mother Towsing, Asajj Ventress, Old Daka. The caveat here is that realistically you need the Zeta on Old Daka, and then you're going to run Night Sister Initiate. Yes, check your roster.
Yeah.
There is
Initiate.
another Night Sister, and she's called Initiate.
No.
And you haven't geared her very much because she's useless.
She's very
For
useless.
this,
No.
she is fantastic.
No, let's find something
because
else.
she gives. Was it? She
No,
gives
no,
crit
that's the
chance
point.
up
She's
or
supposed
whatever.
to die.
She gives
Yeah.
the buffs up, and she is going to die so often.
Ugh.
Now, dying is great because what happens is that you want to get Mother Talzin to die, Night Sister Initiate to die. Because of Talzin's lead, she's not actually dead. She'll come out and assist, and then you've got Asajj is your healer. Every time she does that remove buff move, she heals everybody because you cannot revive through or heal through Old Daka because you'll revive them and you'll break the chain. And that really can. I think that one of our guild mates this is in York's guild, is pumping out something in the region of 17 million, 15 to 17 million in phase 3.
Yeah.
So
I've seen like 15 to 20 million.
And the
yeah.
JTR should be used in phase 1. I mean,
exactly.
I mean, because she's too good. She's too good, and you get too high of a score in phase 1. I mean, phase 2 is definitely Jedi Knight Revan. That team will get you easily 8 million without even trying. I mean, so
tactics is jump in late in phase 1, do your JTR, then put your Jedi Knight Revan in when there's how much? What's the percentage now? Is it 10%?
I do 10%. I do 10.
Yeah. Do 10%, so you can do 10% of phase 1 with your Revan, and then really eat in, and that'll rank up your score there. And then if you then put those Night Sisters in there, they will score you quite a bit more, I believe, than in phase 4.
All right.
And then just have fun in phase 4.
All right. Next question, Revenator. Yeah. Question: in memory of Ewok, and will Ranger buy a pack? No. Nick Merck, gear. Question: gear Finn or Resistance Trooper for phase 1? Both. Nathaniel Morgan, question: why is Grim messing with the new shiny when there's so much other stuff he needs more? Because
they're easy gears. They're really easy gears. Newton and Dooku are relatively easy to gear.
And he'll need them for Padme, so yeah.
And the characters that I'm currently working on don't use any of the gear that Newt and Dooku use. Yeah. So
he's working on Darth Revan. He's working on.
Like you need Separatists, you need Galactic Republic. You need something.
So I think that one's okay. Now,
I'm erring on the side of my guild this time.
Yes, you better. DL Cool J question: would Thrawn be effective in a Darth River mirror match if I can get him over faster than BSFs on my shard? Absolutely, but the problem is if their Revan goes first, you're hosed. Because it's one of
the only way at that point is like you'd have to put in like Tarkin lead with Thrawn, and then at that point the whole team's whack. You know, like you can't get Thrawn over 320 speed.
T-Money had a team last night that she was using. It's very speed dependent, but it was the Jedi Knight Revan team with Grandmaster Yoda and Thrawn. And what she did is she had Grandmaster Yoda super fast and Thrawn super fast and Revan fast. I mean, your Jedi Knight Revan's going to go first, but marks Darth Revan and then just beats his ass. And you use Yoda because he's so fast to get his tenacity up. That Basti is nowhere to be seen. However, it's very speed dependent, and there's a little bit of RNG. And she won more than she lost. When she got to the higher teams, when she was climbing, she was having some issues. But it's an effective team, but it's so mod dependent.
Yeah, you need.
It's not a pure counter, but if you do have it and you can outspeed them, that team can kick the crap out of Darth Revan. But it is super mod dependent, so don't get your hopes up, guys.
I got a 310 Bastilla Shan.
Oh Jesus!
and I'm.
But if their Grandmaster Yoda can go faster than
he can,
that negates her, you know. But that's the thing. You've got to have the mods for that team to make it work. Because if she goes, you're done.
I've gone kamikaze. I've dropped Sith Trooper. He's on the bench now.
Yeah.
HK's replaced Sith Trooper. Sith Marauder was already in there, and I run Sith the way that Sith are meant to be: aggressive, attacking, and none of this. Let's hide behind a tank.
I like the way you think.
Gone in 60 seconds. The vid's coming out later.
All right.
Gone in
We got more
60
questions.
seconds.
Let's see here. Chewy, question: Who should be geared and farmed for the Malik event? Do you need all of them? No, you don't need for
You
the
can
Malik
skip
event.
T3.
Yeah, T3 and Juhani. Forget. You just need Canderous, Fallen Basla, HK, and then you need Mission and Zalbar. 17.5. Go in. You're good. You can work on Juhani afterwards, but those characters for Malik, yeah, that's what you want to look at. Kazakage, too easy question. When will Lobot get a rework in a Zeta? Him and Lando should have synergy like Wedge and Biggs. When will Eth Koth get a Zeta? Well, Kazakage, now you're just trolling, so I'm not going to answer the last question because Eth Koth sucks. I don't think Lobot needs a Zeta. I do like the synergy with Lando. That makes sense to me, guys. I really think that makes sense.
It would make sense.
You know? You imagine Urza if they had synergy, adding smooth malt liquor to the Lobot team he runs, you know, so that would be great. But no, I like what you're thinking there on Kazakage. Nathaniel Morgan question: Why is Grim Hair still 6 stars? Never mind, 7-star Throt isn't that important anyway. Oh, snap. What is
I have more important things to finish, like Jedi Knight Revan. I rest my case.
I'm about to bust your case if I go look at something real quick.
Focuses him down. You can farm hair out of the guild event store.
Yeah, what are you doing?
And that's what I have been doing, is I've been buying her from there.
Okay.
When I can.
Okay.
Yeah, guild event store. I'm just
But
kidding you.
yeah, I can't bring myself to farm her from the cantina because I'm
yet.
farming the Old Republic and guys from there still.
That's fine. You keep on target, but you better be farming her out of there. If you don't get 7-star Thrawn this next time round, Graham, I'm going to give you endless crap forever. Unless you get Darth Revan and Malik, then I'm going to give you a little slide.
I'm going to try.
Do or do not.
I mean, unless CP does again, like hey, here's 4 more characters to farm from Cantina. Ah, shit.
No, you stay on
you
target.
Need for the latest meta, you know.
No, you stay on the damn target. That's your problem.
ND Fox re-asked his question.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
I'm ready for it now. I've actually understood what he's asking.
So, Sword of the Jedi says, question, can we look at Kazakage's last question a little more in depth? Well, I don't know how much more in depth you want me to go. I mean, I'm not doing the Ethkot thing, so to that. Reworking a Zeta. I mean, I think he's fine as is. I mean, if they could add some stuff to there, I could see them adding a Zeta and add him to Lando. I don't know how much more in depth you want us to go with that sword. But I am definitely not
the worst thing about
Ethkot thing. Trolling me.
Yeah. Well, the thing about Lobot and Lando too is like it's just their statistics and their kits are so day one, and I mean like just a little tweaking to both of them would make the biggest.
Right.
And that one in one of the challenges is as tanky as hell in the highest tier, isn't he?
Difference, right? Yeah, like what is it like? 200,000 health and protection combined.
I forget who it is that we run against him, but he's the first bounty hunters. I think I'd stun him. And just keep him inactive, because otherwise he just makes that tier so tedious.
All right, ND Fox, question Mike. I'm just looking for the suicide comp in Phase 3. I'm putting XSplit during Phase 1 and want to use JTR in Phase 3.
Okay, your Suicide Squad, well, let's make it a fun Suicide Squad. Your Suicide Squad of choice should be CLS, Chewie, POW, Death Trooper, and Han Solo.
There you go.
Because you can post some score. And just make sure that you leave like 1 saber yellow, 1 saber red, and then throw in, and away you go.
There you go.
Have some fun.
Yeah, have some fun with it. I mean, you know, it's a pain to get it all right if you're pushing and that's your only score, but you're not. You want a Suicide Squad. I guarantee you'll score higher than if you were trying, if that makes sense.
All right.
RNG's like that.
Science. All right, last question from Nathaniel Morgan. Question, will EK be the 5th we're searching for under Padme? No. It will not be.
I mean, eventually I could see them reworking them, but is he a priority for them? More, probably not.
No.
No, Mace will replace GK in that squad, and GK goes back to Revan.
All right. All right, so we're finishing up. That's our last question. So thank you guys for joining us in. Now we're going to switch over to Twitch. In 15 minutes, I'm going to do my Green Arena defenses. It won't take long. About 30 minutes we'll spend on Twitch hanging out and doing the GA defenses. So get ready for that. If you haven't subscribed to Twitch, please do. Come on over. Take your Amazon account. Sign up for the old RSG Twitch channel. Very much appreciated. Make sure you stop, subscribe. Hit the thumbs up in the video. Very important to keep monetization and to keep the channel going. All that stuff adds up. I didn't even mention the cup of plenty. We got Darth Vader there with that giant cup of plenty, and I didn't even mention it, but it's okay. But yeah, we will be back. So the schedule is I'm going to do the roster review, then I got to go do an errand, then I'll be back. Got to eat, all that good stuff. Shower. And then if I have time, I'll do maybe an hour of mini roster reviews. Then we got the pre-stream for our VIPs and stuff, and then we'll get to Wednesday night stream, the longest running live stream in the Galaxy Heroes community. So get ready for the GA defenses. We're going to talk about why I'm putting the defenses where I am, and this is all about giving you guys strategy and helping you guys out. And it's effective. I win almost all my GAs. I get to the finals at least, and then I've lost a couple in the finals just by this. It just happens. I mean, these are really good players that I'm going against, so and all they have to do is watch the stream and they know exactly what I have on defense. So I'm a little bit behind the power curve there with them knowing what I'm placing, and I have no idea what they're placing, but I don't care. I do it for you guys, so we're going to do that here in 15 minutes. So with that, we're going to sign off. Thank you so much for all your guys' support. We love you. Be safe. We don't hear back from you, but check out the rest of the streams. Twitch. We'll do a mini roster for you, hopefully. Not promising that, but and get ready for tonight's stream, pre-stream, and the Wednesday night stream. So with that, we're going to sign off. Have a great rest of your day, and we will holler at you later. Peace.